Shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all roll for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation, get it, not complicated. No conversation, please say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This one fielded at the 5, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Dancing to his left. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start. They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle. A second down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner? Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Prescott on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth. Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. In motion right is Robinson. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Room to run past midfield. Still fighting. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second down following the run. Now they try the right side here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
So disappointing there for a defensive unit. You hold them to a fourth down in their own territory, you figure you've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a first down.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 3rd and long for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's caught by Meredith right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Green 39.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, it's Hudson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Vikings. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Now they try the right side here. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try pressure advantage.
Throwing here, Trubisky toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. play fake here on first down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go with Howard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense has felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one. going for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Prescott now on second down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On third down, it's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Blue, landed. Leopard. Leopard.
Again, it's Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion right is Robinson. On third down, that's Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them, Can they come back now? Start over.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
No. Check. Patriot.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue, landing! Gone! Back down to that Philly, here we go! Shoot! Here we go now! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the offense has it first and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
In motion left, Robinson. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll run it now out of the guns. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Lucky 56, set, 319.
In motion right is Robinson. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Smith will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Prescott yet again. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah,
because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the toss play, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, back down to that belly, here we go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flush to his right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams